Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, TGIF, and all that. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Tea with Taylor. Today, I have a few special guests joining me. We're going to be talking about LGBTQIA plus in politics. All the alphabet gang is all here. So we're gonna get it going. Make sure you tune in, like, subscribe. Also, I've geared all of our hot topics or current events kind of in the political realm, as we do, curating the hot topics. So we're going to get into it. Let me just bring them in, and I'll let them introduce themselves. Why don't you guys come on in? They get their strut moment here. Okay. Oh. I forgot to mention. So Senator Tiara Mack is running a little bit behind.
Almost here.
Just a little bit, but one of our guests is almost here. And she's a treat. You'll get into that, and I'll let her introduce herself as well. Looking for us on Facebook. Hold on. While I do that, why don't you guys introduce yourselves to the viewers? Let them know who you are, what you do, and your pronouns, because I'm also the worst with that, and I know some people are too, so...
I was going to anyway.
Thank you. Thank God.
So, hi everyone, I'm Ryan Vigneau. I use he, him pronouns. I'm one of the co-directors for the Rhode Island Queer Pack.
Cool. I'm Kimika. She, they pronouns. I am the other co-director with the RI Queer Pack.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad we got that on there, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was like, I think you are. But I could be wrong, because the queer pack, from what I understood, was something totally different when it first started. So, I don't know. So, y'all have to let everybody know, and me. Am I hearing Tiara? Is she approaching?
So.
Perhaps.
All right.
She said a minute out, so she was...
Oh, okay.
Well,
you heard it here. She's a minute out. Okay, we're getting real snuggly, and it's going to get real warm up in here. But welcome, everyone. Salud. Happy Friday. Cheers. I always get nervous with wine, and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna ricochet, and someone's gonna always. I'm always wearing black or white or gray.
I like black.
These are the colors. This is the color scheme. That's all we get. That's all you get. It makes shopping really easy.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess we'll wait. If she's a minute out, we'll wait until get into these hot topics, because I don't want her to miss them. But you guys, whoever's joining in with us, I went to Facebook to watch the comments.
Trying to get in.
Trying to get in. Oh boy.
So someone
go get her. I think she might be trying to get in downstairs.
I
That's always fun.
Oh.
That's always fun.
Your neighbors are like, what's happening?
I know my neighbors probably like, excuse me? Do I know you? All right. Momentary pause, guys. We're gonna get this rolling, I promise.
Yes.
Okay, there she is. So we're gonna get started with our hot topics as soon as Senator joins us. Hopefully we can see you, because this angle.
Is it next to you?
We're in a new angle today, so.
A new angle.
Yeah. You guys are in abundance today, so I had to figure it out. I love. Oh, you look cute.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Well, hold on.
This is gonna work.
Oh, Ken's watching.
Yeah.
Hi, Ken.
Ken?
Yeah. Are we visible?
Yeah, this is a good angle.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah.
All right. Well, again, I'm going to cheers us. Happy Friday.
Happy
Happy
Friday.
Oh, no. Okay, we're doing it. We're gonna connect. No,
There we
There we go.
we're doing it. Okay. So So now that we're all here, the gang's all here.
Ooh.
Again, if you're just joining in, we're going to be talking about the LGBTQ in politics. I have a lot of hot topics because the world is spinning. Or is it? I don't know.
It's
No,
whirling.
it's doing something.
whirling.
It's doing something. I don't know, but
Typhoon, hurricane.
every day,
It's not okay.
the sun comes up and the moon rises, and I'm like, oh, there's 32 more things happening.
Yeah, and we still just go to work.
And we still
act
just
like it's normal.
It's just fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
We're having a good time.
No, so I think about that meme. I think about that meme with the girl with the girl with in the fire in the house.
Yeah.
With there's fire behind it.
Yeah.
And then they changed that into a dog,
Yeah.
and that was even funnier with the little yellow dog
Sitting in
This
its
is
little
fine.
sitting in its like thing. Just everything's fine. It's like fire behind full blown fire. But anywho, let's get into it. This one, first of all, okay. Everyone knows my disdain just a bit for fast food, but also like every other thing, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. I don't know. I'm into it, but I'm not. I'm hesitant, but anywho's, the worst of the worst, McDonald's. The worst of the worst. Yes, I said it. I said what I said.
Don't come with those.
Worst in terms of flavor?
Worst
Or
in terms of like
geopolitical
Impact on the black community?
impact and like I don't know what the hell I'm eating.
Why are you on every corner?
I know.
In the
Okay,
middle of
so
food
that's
business, one thing
exactly
that
what I was wondering, and then this story actually solidified like I'm not going there. I'm not eating there.
Oh.
Free Fry Friday is their new campaign thing that they're doing.
Yeah,
here
I saw
at
that.
Wait, no, what's that?
What is
so
that?
every Friday for the rest of 2023. I don't know, you guys. If you want your fries, figure it out. I didn't even want to find out how to get them, but there's some sort of way every Friday now you can go to McDonald's and get free fries.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the purpose?
Until the end of 2023. Exactly.
So
What is the purpose?
So
What
They
is
have an
the
abundance
reason?
of fries, so they just want to.
People won't even get it back.
I know this is true.
There's might be microchips in the fries.
Maybe people are stopped eating their fries.
Listen, you saw did you see who cloned Tyrone?
Oh my god!
I'm just saying. I'm just saying you need to see it.
Still trying
And
to
the way
figure it
that they
out.
were behaving in the did you see it?
No, does it have to do with French fries?
Yes, it has to do with bioengineered food and all the other crazy stuff that's happening right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you guys have probably seen it.
But,
Or
like,
if you have seen it, let me know.
I think it's,
We
I
hear.
don't know,
We
like,
hear.
so, like, I saw a commercial, like, a couple months ago where they were like, I think Wendy's or someone says they have the better fries than McDonald's or something.
Wendy's has
Or
always been
somebody.
elite.
No,
I think.
But, like, there's, like, I'm sure it's a competition. Maybe the number of fries that they're selling is going down. So they're, like,
Wendy's fries are off.
trying to up their fries.
I don't know what it is, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna say bullshit. It's sketch. I'm already sketched.
Yeah.
So no
Yeah,
thanks.
let's get the childhood
But I
touch
wonder
back
how-
because that's actually
Yes.
We also get
The
free
tax
lunch
credit.
and breakfast.
I
for
mean,
all Providence, or for all
hello.
Rhode
That
Island
would
school students.
actually be
Forget the free
beneficial.
fries, McDonald's. If you got enough money to
Right.
be handing out free fries, let's get funding for ending childhood hunger.
This
Huh?
is
What
why
about
you're
that?
here.
What
This
about
is why
that?
you're here. This is why you're here.
I love
Because
this
somebody
sketch.
had to say it.
Yeah,
It's just
I love
sketch.
it.
I don't get it. I don't want it.
I love this sales pitch you have.
No,
You're like trying to sell free child lunch.
Yeah,
no,
yes.
because we shouldn't have to.
You
but
have
like,
to
come
sell
on,
it, though.
for
as
real.
a child that went hungry because my
Yep.
parents didn't have enough money to pay for free food and lunch, which has devastating educational impacts on people. McDonald's out here giving out free fries.
Free fries every Friday.
Every
Hello.
Friday.
I don't know.
Girl, just give us the money.
Tiara said, "Run me the money. Run me the money."
Yeah.
Scoot in a little bit. Let me
Yeah,
so you can come in
come
more.
closer.
Also, I didn't give you a chance to introduce yourself. So how about you introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, your
Who are
pronouns.
you?
Who are you? Your pronouns and what you do.
Who am I?
It's existential up in here.
Who is she?
Who is her?
I am me. No, Tiara Mack, state senator in Rhode Island, also an activist, educator, and generally upset Black queer woman.
Yes!
I love
That is
I love
literally
it.
one of the best descriptions I've heard ever. I'm
Right.
so proud of
I'm
you.
gonna steal that one.
All right, so with these hot topics today, again, like I was saying earlier, they're kind of curated towards, political groups our political fam, because I like to curate my hot topics, the current events each week. So we're gonna jump around a few states if y'all ready. We're doing some traveling in the worst way.
Yes.
no, in the worst way.
Don't fly me out.
We ripping out the plastic acting brand new. We're about to catch this flights real quick because first we're going to Japan. This one's actually really cute. This one's very cute. Did you see it?
I did.
Really? Wait, what? Tell me.
They won't require gender affirming care.
Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. But yes, actually, I did just recently see that.
Japan's popping off then.
Aw. Ken Barber said 3 of my favorite people and Taylor. Thanks, Ken. Love you too. I do love Ken Barber. I haven't seen you in a while, but I love you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share. In Japan, so what's actually one of the things that I read, I think it was Out magazine or something like that, that their ballroom scene is actually it's exponentially growing.
Yes,
right? I was like, word. Okay, so for people who know me, you know I have, roots in ballroom, and I love and admire all things ballroom, all things Vogue, all things in that area. But this one shocked the hell out of me because I don't know. I don't see Japan as being the most queer forward.
But
place.
Something I've seen with Japan is they do like to, I don't know, would we call this cultural appropriation? But like Japan
because it's queer people doing it, so is it appropriate? I don't think
Japan does
sometimes. Is black.
Yeah, Japan does sometimes take popular culture that's typically like from America.
That's true.
And like there's a whole, I could get into a whole
Cowboy Bebop, Naruto got a couple black
Yeah,
a lot of black people in anime.
Yeah,
that's true.
But there are also a lot of black people who've been stationed in Japan.
Oh, facts.
Yes.
I wonder if that's how this started evolving. Because they said in the past 2 years, it's seen rapid growth is the way the ballroom, and it's helping people with queer identity, transforming the queer scene in Japan.
Oh,
I was like,
that's amazing.
There is also like a queer house that is on some show. Some show that
representing like Asian culture.
Yeah, that was like that really went far in the couple or whatever the hell it was. It was like some kind of reality thing. And they did ballroom, but they did good, I guess.
I'm kind of here. I want to see like a ball. Like I want to watch. I want to see how these balls go.
Right? What's their interpretation?
Yes.
I don't know.
Aside from like the worry of it like coming off racist, all of that thing, like if we get past that and it's not that, I am curious like culturally like how it has shifted when
it was
fast
traditionally
in time and in a completely different country.
It was traditionally obviously from the black community. That's where it started, but ever since its origins, every person has dipped their foot in that area just a little bit. But I'm very curious to see how the cultures combine with ballroom and queerness and identity and all of the costumes and things that come along with ballroom. Like I'm intrigued.
I wonder how they drag people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so intrigued.
What do the reeds look like in Japan?
I need to see. Hello.
Is there like a Drag Race Japan?
Not yet. RuPaul.
Hey, girl, go guys, you better
RuPaul, get on it. RuPaul,
not RuPaul.
RuPaul owns all of them. So.
Well, RuPaul owns the world. I mean, and fracking.
Ken is
just a ranch
right
in
now.
Minnesota.
And
the
fracking.
In Minnesota.
I feel the need.
RuPaul's partner owns like a expensive ranch in the middle of some ranch.
Isn't that where they frack?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel the need to bring up fracking every time someone says RuPaul.
RuPaul
is a fracker.
I'm here for it.
Fracker.
Yeah, frack and frack.
Freaking frack.
Freaking. I'm so mad that all of us were ready. We're all like, yes. We're all on the same page.
That's such a weird concept that like the queen of drag also does fracking.
He's also
such a weird like business model.
Yeah.
Like how do you bring that up?
Heels, like,
and he's just in heels. May the best fracker win.
Don't fuck it up.
And don't fuck it up. I'm not mad. Honestly, make your money, I guess. Whatever. Everyone else is doing it. Unpopular opinion.
Who needs a planet?
Unpopular opinion.
Water. What do you mean a planet?
Oh, I know. It's one of my standpoints that I like talk about a lot, and I'm always like environmental injustice, and I can see people's eyes glazed over. I'm like, yeah, it's a problem.
And I was like, what is that though? What is it? The climate?
Listen, Listen,
It rained the other day. Like,
Girl, it is 77 at the end of October.
I
Listen,
know. I'm
hello.
so mad. I just
Listen,
like.
we're gonna get into it. Don't worry. We're gonna.
I mean,
get into it.
my landlord come fix the heat, and I'm like,
And
oh,
then you don't need it. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Oh, I know. It made
You
me
will.
so
You
mad.
will in a week, though.
It made me so
It's gonna
bad.
be snowing in a week.
All right. Well,
It
we're
was
hopping back
exciting.
on this flight. We're going back. We're going back somewhere. A little, everything's bigger here. Apparently, we're gonna head to Texas, y'all.
oh, I
Texas.
cannot be in
No
Texas.
thanks.
I know. We ain't gonna stay here long. But we're in Texas, y'all. All right. I don't know. Well, we ain't gonna stay here for too long because you gotta know somebody in Texas. child.
Listen.
But this new law in Texas actually was like very good. I thought. I was like, okay. But they always have their good and then the really, really, really bads with Texas.
Yeah.
if you
Is
ask me.
it a state law?
Yeah.
It's a state law, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So this law requires that drivers pay child support if they kill a person in a car accident or a person, a parent, or a guardian,
Okay.
someone who's taking care of a child.
Mm.
They'll be
Okay.
required to pay child support under Bentley's law, is what it's called. And they would be charged with intoxication manslaughter, I think is the charge we're dealing with here. And so I thought that was cute. I'm like, word, you'll get those drunk drivers off the street, that's for sure. Because that's insane. And it was named Bentley's Law after someone who went through that with a drunk driver, killed their parent,
Yeah.
and then they were in the system and yada, 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 yada.
Mm.
So that's where that Bentley's Law came from. What do you think? Do you think we should keep this going, bring that to other states?
I'm here for it.
I think that money should be going towards making a stronger public transportation system.
Ah, there it is.
Well, we need to be
Okay.
drinking and driving if we had a
That's
better, more
true.
comprehensive.
Yeah.
Perhaps longer hours,
Yes, but like
higher pay.
longer hours, higher pay. None of these self-driving car business.
Oh,
Like we need to be
God.
making sure that our bus system
Words.
has drivers that are being paid.
That scares
Well,
me.
we need to get rid of the marijuana testing because you have to. You
Yeah,
cannot
why?
because it's federally regulated,
Oh
federally
my
funded.
God, yeah.
So you can't use marijuana if you want to be a bus driver. So there's a significant shortage of RIPTA drivers because who's passed in
Who-
2023?
Yeah,
who's
who's
not
gonna
passed?
pass
Yeah, no
that
one, no one.
Who?
No.
Right, especially in New England. Hello,
No.
hello.
Especially right
And,
after
I mean, like
you made it
anywhere,
legal
like
in
if,
Rhode
how are
Island.
you
Right.
surviving? In this?
I'm like, yo, it takes me at least a couple grams to get through a day.
You're not wrong.
Listen.
You're not wrong. Listen, I'm a performer and event planner, and so I'm sitting
my
here
God.
stressing over dates and times. Sometimes the only way I can pull myself out of that is when I'm like, I have something rolled. Let me go to that because
I
my
don't even
brain.
need to
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
it. It's already
Because my brain
Oh,
hurts.
yeah.
God bless a pre.
Oh my god, I know.
I do edibles.
Keep her free
Oh.
Keep her free legs.
I like the process of rolling. It like gives me in the mood, you know. It
That's too
takes
much
me there.
work.
Yeah.
But
Back to
no,
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
there. We're gonna keep
yeah,
talking about
yeah.
marijuana because we leave in Texas, y'all. We getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We getting the hell out of here. Bye.
Woo.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Peace, Texas. We are going
love
to
the people in the
move.
place.
Right? You know, Queen Bee. That's what I'm saying.
Stab
That's what I'm
Megan?
saying. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Shoo. I do.
Everyone
Oh,
Texas.
I thought we were talking about Beyonce.
I do. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were.
and
And then we moved to
Megan.
Come on,
Oh,
keep up,
okay.
Kimika.
Okay, so I'm
Moving quickly.
Sorry, I just,
very quickly apparently.
I just love all black women.
I know. All right, so we're leaving. We're out. We're going to
Okay.
Michigan. There's a few things happening in Michigan.
You
I
keep
know.
taking us to the worst
I
place.
know. I told you we're traveling.
Next Ohio.
I told you
Oh.
we are traveling in the worst way. Did you guys catch? Did you not catch that?
I don't think
No,
so.
I was too distracted.
Right, I did it. Right, I was like a free trip. Let's go.
No, we're traveling in.
free vacation.
Right, you're those teachers that like you sign up for the free vacation with the kids, and then you get there, and you're like, "What the hell did I sign up for?" That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Michigan.
Yep.
We're talking about weed. October 6th, Michigan actually is trying to push for this law to be passed so that students or children from kindergarten to 12th grade are able to consume marijuana products on school campus and on buses. And so we were kind of getting into bus drivers and smoking and
What?
so Michigan as on October 6th is proposing this law that students will be able to smoke or consume weed products of a low grade on campus and on school buses.
So
That is
Well, that's
What-
that's
what-
a little extreme.
The only specification that I saw in this article was low grade low-grade THC products.
So actually, comically,
Okay.
I'm more concerned about the smoking part, not so much the marijuana
Right.
part.
Right.
Because like smoking anything in general can harm your lungs.
And then, but like,
so
also,
like, I'm worried about that. But also, what is the?
I mean, your terminology was consumed.
Yeah. But what is the need of this? Like, what is the?
Well,
like,
instead of giving them Adderall, I guess I would.
Yeah.
But like,
That's
also you can just do an ointment. But also, isn't I'm
Yeah.
just a
There
little
are,
concerned.
yeah, there are medical conditions for
Yeah.
those
right.
that are treated using
Right.
marijuana.
yeah.
Yep.
Which,
But why on the bus and why
And why
not
specifically
nurse?
the bus?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
And I thought the same thing. I'm like, I'm
And
very
and
torn with
very
this one.
specific about school campuses.
Yeah.
So like, what's up with that?
Well, they said K
Yeah.
through 12 will be allowed to consume, and I'm like, what? Kindergarten
this-
child
So now,
person?
is this a new way to target young people?
that's
Into,
I was gonna
I-
say
right
and
then?
make and well, I was gonna say also a way to make education worse. Because
Yeah,
if
'cause-
you're stoned during school hours, you're not paying attention. Like I know for me,
Hey,
I
I don't
cannot.
know.
I was still making A's.
I was gonna say when
I was gonna say me too.
When I was
Me
in
too.
high school, the kids who did it to focus.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
they
in-
were
Yeah,
like
and I was
focused.
hyper focused.
I'm
Oh,
in-
Jaden's watching. Hey, Jaden.
I'm so hi Jaden. I'm
Um,
impressed that you could do that. I can't do that. Like, I cannot
I don't know.
learn.
As of October 6th,
Like,
again, that was
no.
something that they proposed. I'm not sure where it's at currently.
So
Dude,
weird.
I still don't know how to feel about it, exactly.
Like a county
State
or like a
by
city.
I believe it was state.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I need to learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, let me know. If you see it, if you guys want to like keep me abreast on these things, let me know. I love it because I'm gonna post the article that I read that in on the Tia Taylor Instagram tomorrow. But I just found that to be I'm conflicted within myself. I'm
Right,
like,
yeah.
I really, and then also in Michigan, we're going to continue the We Talk, but they are kind of like really attacking the negative connotation that people have with marijuana in Michigan. And so moving forward a little bit even further, they're also doing, they're going to be the second state to sell marijuana at pharmacies.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
I think
dope.
Georgia
That
just
is
Yeah,
dope.
there.
Yeah, so that's why they're second. Georgia's first,
fine.
actually.
Okay,
So,
that's Georgia.
Georgia is going to be the first state. They announced this on Monday that Georgia is going to be the first state to sell marijuana in the pharmacy. There's a narrow criteria, apparently. Those were the wordings in the article.
Oh,
narrow
okay.
criteria that must be met. But they are actively fighting against the negative connotation that is marijuana.
Georgia said
Okay.
we're getting
Listen.
money.
Georgia said we are
Yeah, it's all
doing
about the
it.
money. It's all about the
Marijuana
money.
is taxed at like 20%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just bought some papers the other day, and
The papers
were
alone.
$4. The
Yeah.
taxes on the papers were $7.
Yeah.
I was like, how
My
am I
God.
paying more? They said, oh,
They
yeah,
want
it's
you
taxed
wanna-
per sheet.
My God.
And I said,
sheet.
I was
My
in
God.
Warwick.
So, I
You
don't
were
know.
taxed per sheet.
But wait,
And
so did
maybe
they,
that's
like,
why.
so-
Maybe that's why this is
So have
happening.
they legalized?
The only reason why
medical
Rhode Island
marijuana down there?
legalized
I'm not
it.
sure. You guys let me know. Do you know? Do you know?
In
Have
Michigan?
they legalized weed
in
in Michigan?
Georgia.
In Georgia as
I
well?
didn't even, no, because I just like got in trouble in Georgia for having weed on me. So
How
I
long ago?
I am pretty
like,
certain they
2
wouldn't.
years ago, and so like
Oh,
I
no, the
need them
roads
to.
changed. Because
The roads
everybody
changed.
was in a budget deficit.
Yeah.
Everybody
Listen.
just
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure-
I'm
I'm pretty sure
I was
Georgia
gonna
wouldn't
say-
have proposed this if they weren't, or even
But
actually
you know they
enacted it.
I don't know.
They're
Because
doing
also you can't. It's really hard to do like medical, like the ointments
Yeah.
and things. Even
Yeah.
if like you're like I want this.
And I'm a huge advocate for all. Like they said in Georgia, they were saying that if it wasn't for the negative like connotation behind marijuana, we would be able to see more clearly the
Benefits,
the treatment benefits of extracting the oils and the benefits of THC outside of everything that we've been kind of like taught. And
Yeah.
and so I'm here for Georgia and Michigan with these like weed forward ideas, but that K through 12 still got me.
That's,
that
that's
was-
odd. I feel like that's a priorities thing. Like give Flint drinking water first. Like, before-
Jaden said y'all need to get papers from Mass. It's true, they are much cheaper. They're like $1.50.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just go and buy them on the phone.
We're gonna take a trip right to Attleboro.
Listen.
How you
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
I go to
How you
Seacoast, it's
doing?
right there.
I
It's
know,
right
but
there.
I went to Rides because I had my favorite little packets. They had like they had these little tins. With
I love it, my little
pre-rolls.
favorite package.
They do, and it comes with pre-rolls, and it has matches, so you
That's
put
true.
them with matches,
That's true.
and the little stripes
Yeah.
on the outside.
That's
super cute
Oh,
package.
yeah, that's
Does it
cute.
come with
And
like a little
That's
charm?
production value.
Yeah,
that's production value. I'm here. That's cute.
I was
That's
like,
cute.
oh, I've got to
I'm
get the
treasuring
package.
Okay, so while we're here, though, we kind of jumped from Michigan to Georgia, but we're going to go right back to Michigan real quick because there's something else happening in Michigan. We're still here. It's awful. We don't like it, but we're here.
Stuck here.
This one, I'm also very much on the fence about. I really want to hear from you guys with this one and you as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this one because I'm trying to post my hot topics as I'm talking about them. It's awful. This is the control center. Whenever you guys see me looking down, I'm at the control center. It's ridiculous.
Quite impressive.
Thank you. And then I have to switch it when I talk about the actual topic for today, which is going to be LGBTQ in politics. You feel like we're never going to get there, but we will. So in Michigan, they're actually one step closer. They announced this yesterday. They're one step closer to being the 19th state to ban gay and trans panic defense in the court of law. Have you heard of this?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know what it is. But...
So for you who don't know, the gay and trans panic defense is essentially a defense that has been used in other popular cases in the judiciary system. I had to say that word right. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. It's been used with queer folks to kind of express themselves in the manner where trauma may have affected something that they did that we considered a crime, or something related to their queerness that has caused an illegal activity. So it's called the Gay and Trans Panic defense.
No, I was gonna say I interpreted gay and trans panic as something.
No, it's something. It's a trauma or something related to the queerness that led to them being in this case.
Oh, I've always known it as someone who, like, if you were in relations with someone who was, gay or trans, or you knew someone, like you committed an act of violence against someone, you could use because they were queer or trans. That's why I did it.
Oh no, it's the opposite. It's almost the opposite. The queer person can use it as a defense for themselves if someone, like, for instance, if someone attacked a queer or trans person, they could say, and then that person went and retaliated. They could say they could use the gay and trans panic defense. It's a defense that they can use.
So they're saying that
it's related to something that right.
I mean, I haven't heard of this, but the concept.
Right, and the idea, Jaden said, "We." Oh, okay, okay, Jaden, I'm glad you got it now. No, so I think it's a really, really good weapon to have in the arsenal of defense when you're going into court as a victim. Yeah. But I also don't know. So they're going to be the 19th state to ban that defense.
So they're banning
it in different states. So I'm not sure if it's a good thing because now they're forcing, like, queer folks to kind of, forcing us into a bubble of sorts, kind of, with our defense.
Yeah. But
it's making it a lot more black and white, I think. So I'm a little bit torn with this one. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how I feel.
On the same token, it's
it's kind of along the lines of pleading insanity.
Yeah, that's a little...
Like, I'm torn with that, too. I'm like, are you really, or are you just saying that now?
I was going to say, it's also like, we have discrimination laws that still, like, take precedent over that.
Oh, no, Jaden, sorry. Jaden, you can still claim hate crime. That is a total different thing. That's a totally different thing.
I think exactly.
So this
refers to, like, if you are a queer person and you did something, and it's like, oh, I did this thing... because I was in a panic.
Right, because I was in a panic.
I felt unsafe
right. And so if someone... I'll take a movie premise. If someone killed their parent because they said, oh, I felt unsafe with my queerness in this household, that would be where they could use, the gay and trans panic defense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which, like, legal defenses are, I don't even go in there. Right?
Oh, God, I know. Legal defenses are intense. That's why I'm saying, I think it's in a way, it's making it more black and white. It's clarifying, kind of the defenses that you can and can't use when you're in those situations.
It's also taking away a tool from queer people to be like, but if I'm in a space that's like all this massive, like, white supremacy, toxic masculinity, and I am physically unsafe, and I have to take action of, like, probably stabbing this dude to, like, live, then that's what I'm going to do.
Then that's what you should do.
That should be a liable defense.
Right, that's self-defense.
Yeah.
Especially with the rise of hate crimes against LGBT.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. Michigan, we got our eye on y'all. Jaden said, okay, boo, Michigan. So we out of there. But we're not. We're out of the fire and into the flames.
We're out of Michigan.
We're out of the fire. We're into the flames, y'all. We're taking one more trip. We're going to Florida. Yay!
Who would have thought?
Florida.
Disney.
I want some sun. No.
So we as usual with most things in Florida, y'all. There was the good with the very, very bad. The good, Disney is celebrating 100 years. They're celebrating 100 years.
Girl.
Great for them. We love hate Disney.
I heard Mickey and Minnie broke up.
No way.
No, they didn't.
I don't know.
That's debunked.
Minnie has always been
fake news.
Minnie has always been an independent woman.
Yeah, because she's a free soul,
But they're celebrating their 100 years since their first mini film, since they first became a production company, since blah blah blah. Blah. Congratulations, Disney, whatever.
I share a birthday with Mickey Mouse. Fun fact.
Oh really?
Fun fact. Yes. Yeah. November 18th.
Okay, right. You heard it here. Ryan V shares a birthday with Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
Interesting.
Mouse.
Okay,
So you're gonna be Mickey Mouse for Halloween. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know. That's what you heard too.
I need a picture.
I do have mini ears you can borrow.
Perfect.
Work. See, we're making things happen here at Tea with Taylor. But also Florida. This one was really good too. So we're in the clear today in Florida today. But the author of the Don't Say Gay. Have we heard about this? The author of the Don't Say Gay bill
Was arrested for fraud.
Yes. So the author of this bill was arrested for fraud. Insanity.
Shocker.
I know. I was like, okay.
Oh
Also,
my God, wait, he's like a bad person.
Yeah, no, oh my God,
What?
the author was someone who didn't want us to talk about our queerness? No, I can't believe
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh wow, I missed 12 comments. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hey,
We're popular.
Ryan, apparently you can do a good Mickey voice. That's what Jaden said. There it is.
I can't.
There
You
it
know what?
is.
That was not it. I can. I'm not doing it on camera.
I'm gonna get that later. I need that impression later. I need to hear this. Oh my God, that's the real tea today. He's receiving a sentence of 4 months, which is
Nothing.
Nothing.
The rest will probably
Nothing.
get good time.
I know.
And he's still going to be the legislator? Is this
I don't know.
fire him?
I don't know. I hope
No,
so.
of course
I don't know. Do you guys know? I hope he's getting fired after this. Like,
No, he probably
Well, he can't get fired if he's a state. I mean, he can get unelected, I guess. Or
I guess, but
the House. Or how do they? I don't even know what
I
their
don't know. How do they do that?
procedures are in
What
their
is that?
house.
I don't know.
Do they ever?
They can
do
get
that?
censored.
Do they ever?
Well, I don't know if they're. If
I mean,
Florida has
Justin
tell me.
Jones and
Can
both
the
Justin
Justins, yeah.
got removed.
Got-
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got
that's-
removed.
That was
Yeah.
that was under their rules in Tennessee, which was fucked. But
Right.
I don't know if they have that in Texas. But
Wow.
they're not going to do anything though because
Well,
I mean,
this was in
it's
Florida. This was in
sorry.
Florida.
Sorry.
Florida ain't got no rules.
So I know. Florida ain't got no rules. Oh, okay. And speaking of no rules, so you know where this money came from. I'm sure you know.
No.
He went to jail. He's going to jail for 4 months for fraud and money laundering. This money came from the COVID release. The COVID relief.
There's
The
so
COVID relief
there-
fund.
Yes.
The money came from the COVID relief
There's so
fund.
many
Was
of
it a
them that
PPP
need to-
It was unused. So what he did is he went in and applied for these unused loans under different aliases or businesses that had been closed and things like that. Yeah. And so he racked up $150,000.
See, this is the problem. All these white businesses.
You said it.
Are getting in trouble for. Oh no, I had 16 companies and I had and they're and they're trying to do it all hush, but let some get out of here.
So we wouldn't get after the second business opened. They'd be
Right, there was
spray the flag, flag ring.
One person got 2 LLCs. Wait a minute.
Hello.
But
In Florida, it is a felony offense to write a bad check for over $500.
It is.
And people are going to Walmart writing bad checks so they can afford
Left and
Right.
right.
Food.
formula for their
Basic
baby.
needs.
And this man got a black mama, and papa are
This man
getting
got
life in prison and felony conviction.
Literally.
Yes,
And this man
yes.
stole
Over
$150,000 and gets 4
Yes.
months.
Mhm.
4 months.
4 months.
4 months.
Man.
And he has to lose.
And
what
does
is
he
gonna
get
lose?
bail? Can he use
I
bail?
don't know. I
He's
don't
already
know.
going
Because he has
I don't know.
$150,000.
I was gonna say he's got money stacked up
He
somewhere.
can pay for bail.
And the $150,000 was just what they found. So
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'm like, that's
Yeah,
he's
so
got more
he
something.
probably had way more.
Because that's
probably
not
had
funding
way
his
more.
lifestyle.
That
Hello.
is not.
Hello.
Okay.
That's why I'm also wondering, will he
check,
be removed?
Check the bank.
Will he
That's-
be check all the banks?
All
Check
the banks.
the offshore accounts.
Right.
I want to know if he's gonna get removed. So I'm gonna keep up with this story personally, but I need to know.
Yeah,
I
I
need
doubt
to know.
it. It's
This
very-
was last week or so.
Why do you
I don't
have no
know.
standards?
But look, if Menendez
They're
can
leaving in
stay,
Florida. So perfect.
listen, if they're still letting federal folks on the federal committee
Oh, Bob!
stay,
Bob!
if they're letting Bob stay, Florida is going to be like,
Well, you know now.
we're going to
Yeah,
we'll put some
Bob-
commissary on your books, like,
Well, now that we
we're
got
gonna put somebody
Yeah.
on your books. We're gonna put somebody on your books and we'll see him in 4 months. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Is he going to jail, Bob?
we don't know yet. But
Because
he needs to.
we got this.
This is the second
I
time.
know, but we have all this stuff happening in the Middle East, and Egypt's like, hey, our
Yeah.
homie Bob,
Our friend Bob.
he just got us this deal for really
Oh,
not
no.
allow
Yes.
meat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And now the U.S.
Yes.
wants us to take in like refugees from Palestine.
And they're like,
but you just had our homie Bob.
Right. Y'all gotta let Bob go. Y'all gotta let Bob go.
Oh man, I don't know. You tell me.
Hey,
I don't know. You tell me. We're gonna have to follow that one too. Bob needs to go somewhere.
I'm mad. He's like, I'm not leaving my job.
I was gonna say Bob's probably just going back to the Senate. Like, come on.
Oh, Bob is
He's
been for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to go.
So okay, wait.
Term limits, please.
We're at the term limits. You said it. So we're gonna play password later, but I think this is kind of the perfect point to get into our conversation. Like, we're gonna talk about LGBTQ and politics, but also, so you kind of brought up very briefly, being brown or being a black person in business or in politics. I think 3 out of 4 of us can speak to that right now. So adding the queerness to that, I would really love to hear all of your opinions on adding the queerness into being a political advocate, being in politics, being a senator, being, in a pack that is political as well as queer. The combination for me seems very much undoable, just like being queer and being spiritual, but that's been possible for me. So I want to hear very much on the connection of being queer in politics and like the importance of that has played in your role. And let's say ladies first. We'll start from you since you came last.
Yeah, I was gonna say senators first.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Tiara.
Yes, being black, queer, young in politics are all
young. That's something that's not talked about.
It is. It is. It's a different world. I was just at the YPI fundraiser event. Was that yesterday? No, Wednesday.
That was the soiree, right?
Yes, the soiree on Wednesday.
Good? Was it good?
Good.
Yeah.
It was good.
They have an HRC dinner, right? Coming up.
Oh, maybe they do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'm like, you would know.
I need to get on that.
Yeah. Shout out to Youth Friday.
Yes.
Oh yes,
Shout out to Youth Friday.
Yeah,
yes, love YPI. Love seeing the young people be able to see models of themselves. Like, I grew up, did not have any representation of what it looked like to be a queer person in elected office. My first campaigns in Rhode Island that I worked on were in 2014, the year after marriage equality became legal in Rhode Island.
Oh.
So I was in Rhode Island when marriage equality became legal, 2013. But before then, we really had not a lot of great representation. There were a lot of closeted and not out elected officials. There's still some folks who are not out.
I was going to say, they're still out there. They're still in there.
Yeah, there's a lot. They still are out there lurking in the shadows. Like, you're welcome to come out when you're ready.
Whatever, no big deal.
And also, no pressure to come out for anybody. Like,
No
everyone, it's
pressure.
a journey. It's a journey. It's a journey for everyone.
No pressure. I'm saying pressure. I'm pressure.
Come out in your own time, in your own way. And it is increasingly hard holding so many different identities, being parts of oppressed communities with the state of the world. The last couple of years, the increase in attacks on the LGBT plus community have been very visible.
And in abundance.
Yes, and in abundance. Adding on blackness to that, the summer of 2020, when some people woke up finally and said, "Oh wait, there are black people in this country. Maybe I'm not treated the same way."
Who would have thought? My Anna's watching Hi Auntie.
Oh, hi Auntie. And oh god, there's just so many other things of like what it means to be queer in politics, but it's also being queer is also queering what it means to be in politics. Like, there's just been this like stuffy way to do it. Like, you have to wear suits, you can't have tattoos. I've got tattoos, I used to have colored hair, I've got locks now. Yeah. I'm like young, I say fuck. I'm like I am not PR ready.
You're twerking a handstand.
These people wish they could.
I know, they were really hating. They were hating.
They're still hating.
They're still hating. I'm like, you wish you
hating.
could, child. You can't even stand. You can't even look upside down. Hello.
I'm like, y'all are all like not physically fit enough to do this.
Listen, if you don't know, now you know. Tiara be twerking with a handstand, and she still gets the job done. And still get the job done. And queering politics is all about like doing it differently, which is hard because there aren't many people who've come before and have been able to be brave enough to be queer in politics and say, I'm not going to go with the status quo. I'm not going to just be like this like polished person who's just going to sit in this room and like nod my head and shake my head. And there's no like, I think, at least from the outside looking in, I don't think there's any like, there's no like manuscript for being queer in politics, because I've seen so many. There's been a few people, queer folks in politics, that I don't actually like too.
Well, we're not going to name names.
So we're not going to name names, but but they're local. And so there's been a few queer folks in politics.
Not that,
you know, I wanted to.
This name's floating through our eyes right now.
Listen,
I can see the name.
This is the
Not
T.
naming
This is the T part of Tea with Taylor, okay? No, but so I really want to align with all things queer and all things black, but sometimes it's not possible.
But all skin folk ain't kin folk.
Hello. Especially in politics, because people are out for their best interests as opposed to servicing the community, which is, I think, the idea of the role.
Politics.
Yeah.
There are a lot of gay people who are in politics, but all gay people ain't for everybody.
No.
Because the second you get a rich white gay person in a position of power, they're like, oh, honey, I forgot about
that. Who are you? So even further, let's hear from you, Kimika. What was your like coming out moment when you started being like an advocate or started doing like things in the public eye with civil rights and things along those lines? Like how was that for you? Did you have to like physically come and say, "Hey guys, I'm queer"? Like how was that?
I didn't have to come out and say I'm queer. I have to like, the one thing I have to keep reminding people is that I'm bi, and so bi people exist.
They do. They very much do.
And so
never heard of it.
And so that's a challenge because like everything is like, oh, you're gay or you're lesbian or like, but like my coming out was. Well, I'm not in the public eye as much as Tiara, so like my journey is very different.
Listen,
right?
I've seen you at the BLM market. I see you're out there.
I love to be at the protest. I'm good at like being out there, but like I think I'm more of a behind the scenes. I love to do like the support work, right? So like, which is why I'm in the pack, and
very
I think
much needed.
It is, and like that is like where you do the groundwork, right? Because like
Absolutely.
as a politician, you can only do so much, and you have to operate within this system, right? And so being on the ground. And being able to like interact with young people who are like, oh my gosh, like I am intimidated by this system because like I don't understand it. It like represents itself. It's not. It represents itself as being more complex and more like prestige than it is. But it's like, no, these folks don't know shit.
Yeah,
they don't even read the bills.
They don't know nothing.
No, and they don't know yet.
You know more than they know. And so when you like can get people to understand that, that's like the best thing, and then like they have the motivation then to go on and
for me too, the importance of being politically sound. Not gonna say that it's important that you know everything, because that's impossible and things are often changing, but I think it's really important that we have our ear out and we are maintaining some sort of knowledge around politics, because those are the weaknesses and the things like that we lack are where we get attacked the most. And so that's why I feel it's very important also to get these messages out about being queer in politics, about being in politics in general, and about learning as much as you can about defending yourself even in these like very trying times. Because if you don't know, again, that's just another opportunity for people who do know to take full advantage.
Yeah, but it's also a way to insert yourself into the process. Because like as queer people, we're not always thought of in these conversations. And so if you even just like pick one thing, like growing up, my whole thing was like abortions, right? Like abortions, like we need to make sure abortions stay safe and like make sure that, in my personal opinion, everybody needs. Anyway, but like it's like finding that one thing, following it, and then as you like progress and like knowing how it works around this one issue, you can see the larger picture.
Oh, absolutely,
right? And so,
absolutely. Like with me, for instance, like I said earlier, environmental injustice. That's one of my biggest things that I like to kind of draw attention to talk about. And in the Black and brown community, I think it goes over their heads a lot. London, thank you for watching. Love you. But no, I think a lot of times in the Black and brown community as well, it goes over the heads. Like, it's very much planned. Like, a lot of environmental problems that we have are from planned landscapes, from planned, like things being just, like, not disposed of the right way. And we kind of draw a blind eye to it because we think it doesn't affect us. But if you look at the crime rates, or you look at geographic placings, and you look at all the low-income buildings, they're all next to these places that produce a lot of environmental problems.
And those are all policy decisions that happen in the State House.
Yeah.
Like, putting a landfill in a community, putting a waste recycling facility or a metal recycling, that is a political decision that happens either in the City Hall or the State House. And people often forget, like, those are our lives. Like, and queer people are often left out of those conversations.
Often. Because we don't have enough representation, I think, in the larger political realm of queer folks who are speaking out on behalf of the interests of queer folks and not just themselves or not just the wealthy. So that's where I think we need to kind of go. But again, like we said, there's not really there's no really like transcript for being queer in politics. At least not that I know of. I don't know. Maybe Ryan knows because Ryan's pretty smart.
There's not.
There's not. Thank you. See, you heard it here. London, oh my God, I love you. Thank you for showing love. You did finally make it. But so how did you get started, Ryan? Like, how did you get started in this advocacy role?
Yeah, my politics journey is actually, I'm a very baby politician. I only started in 2021 with the state senate special election with Brett Jacob.
Oh, I love Brett.
I was supporting Brett Jacob.
Yes.
Shout out to Brett.
Love Brett.
So they were running running their campaign, and I was actually their campaign manager. I think it was a little bit much to bite off.
Did you work on Tiara's campaign too?
I've helped her.
Right?
I've helped her.
I was like,
not
the fact
directly.
that you only started in 2020.
I know. I'm like, wait,
wait, I've known you longer than that.
No, but that's a long time.
But like, here's the thing. It's because I'm white. Like, I'm gonna own up to it. I've moved fast and far because
you're white. Yeah.
And and that's something I'm glad that you brought up. Like, queer politicians that are not like queer white politicians that aren't really like the best for our community.
Hello.
Because they've chosen to put their whiteness over their queerness.
And you heard it from the white man here today. They have chosen to put their whiteness above their queerness. Yeah.
And that's a like an internal. I don't want to call it a struggle because it's not like a struggle for me, but it's an internal thing that I'm constantly thinking of as I'm moving about this political landscape. Is okay. I could take the easy route and just use my whiteness to like make my way to the top. Okay,
you said it. So I was actually thinking that. Like, so there's always, I think, with these advocacy roles and these like these roles where we put ourselves in the public eye. I think there's always that choice that presents itself at some point with either a guise of like doing something good or you see it clearly for what it is. And there's a moment in time, I think, with all of us who put ourselves out there in that respect, that you could either go purely self-interest and take route A, or you could go and do the things and stand on what you believe before you had the opportunities that you had. And I think everyone is presented with those things within their political journey or within their journey as an advocate or someone who's publicly outspoken. Yeah. And I think that is the challenge because it's constantly being presented to you. You could also do this and you'd benefit, but I mean, you could also just stay on that route and hope that you get what you deserve or people get what they deserve. And I think that's one of the huge struggles of finding like good politicians or finding someone who's actually getting the job done for something other than their own pockets. Yeah, and I think that's constantly what I see being presented. And then, like, it's not just like here, maybe, no, okay, I won't ask you again. No, it's gonna repeatedly...
the people on the outside are always, like, trying to, like, get you to do something that aligns with their agenda. But you as the person who's, like, in this and doing this, and, like, if you're doing it for the right reasons, you can't be tempted by this person who's like, I can give you this thing that will help you get along. But, like, it may not show up well for your community, but... so it's almost like you have to know what your orientation, what are your values, and continue to push and keep that as the forefront of your work. So then even when they come up to you like, hey, I can give you a podcast where you're going to make $100,000, but you can't.
Facts. Exactly.
But I'll be honest, no one's offered that to me. Like, no one's offered this to me.
Not yet, right? Not right.
I guess so.
Not yet.
I'm going to say no, but like also.
But I want to ask.
So then I think that's what we get into. That's when we get into justice, though. The definition that I got for justice, for social justice, is the balance between individuals in society. And that's I think that's the job.
Oh my God, how dare we think about other people?
How dare we?
No. Society?
What? You mean there has to be a balance? Never thought of it.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. So that's the quite literal definition, and I think that's probably the biggest struggle. I don't know, Tiara, you could probably speak to that a little bit more.
We're talking about
but like I know, seriously. The balancing act between the individual and society, I think, is...
Yeah,
it's tough.
Because at some point you stop becoming a person and you start becoming a politician, which is why I was really determined this, because there are people who know Senator Mack
Yes.
And there are people who know Tiara.
Okay, Tiara, if you need us.
Get you a girl who can do it.
I
mean, I'm out here looking, trust me.
We know.
We actually talked about this.
We know. Yeah, dating problems is terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
My boy in here, I don't know. Maybe...
I'm searching far and wide.
Maybe that's why we traveled today. I'm trying to find them. Him, her, they, where you at? I'm gonna find you, babe. I'm gonna find you. I got you.
One way.
No, seriously. Ooh, I'd like to perform that.
Yeah.
Light bulb.
Giving you ideas.
Thank you. I'm like, ooh, that would be hot. Okay. Anywho, but so I think that definition alone kind of just sums up the role of politician, I think. But I want to get into, before again, kind of like get into maybe moments and times in this field where we might have faced some sort of queer discrimination as an activist, as an advocate, as a political figure, where your queerness actually went against your role in that position or whatever. Because I think that happens a lot too, and it goes unspoken. And people kind of like take it in, and then it comes out in some sort of microaggression, like you're yelling at your boss and you're ripping up a proposal or something that you don't even know why. So I think it's important to kind of mention those like hurdles that you have to go over being queer as well. So I don't know, whoever wants to take that away.
So in the campaign with Brett,
London said, we are always left out in politics. This is true.
Yeah.
Even with the queer ones, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
But with Brett's campaign, I remember distinctly, like, some doors that I would knock on, they'd answer, and then, like, I'd explain who I was, like, who I was representing and supporting, and they'd give some very vague excuse why they weren't supporting Brett. And it bordered on this line of, like, oh, like, they're one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was no like justification as to, oh, they support policies that I don't agree with. It was just, oh, I am voting for someone else because they're not the person. And there, there's a lot of like blurred lines with it where like I had to kind of decipher, is this a policy issue or is this an identity issue? Like, are you against Brett because of their identity?
I've even seen that as a voter.
Yep.
Being a queer voter, and they're like, oh, well, you're voting for why? And I'm like, why are you voting for this person? Like, is it really because they're not this one? Because they're not queer? Because they're not representing our issues? Gotcha. Okay, because you're very concerned with what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But that's cloaked always in some sort of like vague, like you said, some sort of vague description of, I don't know if I agree with their policies, or like, but what are their policies? Do you even know? No? Oh, okay. Okay. That's one of those like things that's like very like hush hush, push under the table. I'm not gonna say that I'm against your queerness, but I'm against your queerness. And so in politics, I think that plays a huge role of why we're always left out.
Yeah.
It's like, we know you have issues, and we know we're like actively attacking you as a person and your lifestyle, but like, let's just like pretend it's not happening. Like, it's so annoying. I feel for me as being like someone who's outspoken, like when I started doing like flag racings and doing like pride events and things like that, that's when a lot of people were like, oh, you're that gay. Oh, gotcha. I'm like, well, somebody should be. Like, I literally, that was the only reason I started doing it, is because I was like, well, somebody should. Yeah, I guess if I'm going to be that person, I'll be that person. If not, someone can follow in my footsteps later on and be that person. I don't know. However life shakes out, but maybe I would like to be that person because that doesn't exist. But how about you? How about you two? Do you have any specific moments where you realized queer discrimination existed?
I mean,
in your role as a politician or in your activist role,
Tiara,
because in real life, every day. Because in real life, we experience a lot of queer discrimination, a lot of like side eye, a lot of like people who don't really feel comfortable around queer folks. But in your work role, I think it's a lot harder to deal with, because in regular life, like she said, like people know Tiara. So if somebody doesn't make Tiara feel comfortable around queerness, she can curse them out. Yeah. But Tiara, mack politician, that's a different story. Yeah. So, like, I always wonder how other people have noticed or dealt with that.
Well, in my experience, it typically comes up as, like,
oh, why, like, it's my blackness or my queerness.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, they both can't exist. And it's like, oh, no, you have to put your blackness above your queerness. And it's like, but that's not how I, like, it's kind of like, I can't exist in a world that way. Because, like, when people see me, they see both, right? They can't. Like, my presentation is very, like,
very black and queer,
right? So it's like, what do you expect? So then in that case, and then you have to, like, go in my role, like, I go into conversations with folks to, like, get them to, like, but, like, but, like, also let's, like, look at the humanity of this.
Do you feel like you have to, like, prove yourself kind of in those situations? Like, I promise I'm a good queer. I promise. Like, like, do you feel like that?
No, I don't feel the need to prove myself because that's this other person's problem in a sense. Like, I can help you, like, I can, like, I can help you, like, perhaps, like, if you're open to it, like, it's open your mind a little bit and, like, hey, can you think about it this way? And, like, but, like, I can't change this person.
No.
Right? And so, like, I can engage with you at the level that I can engage you in because, like, a lot of times all I'm doing is meeting people that are to get them further along on this, like, liberation journey. Right? So.
We hope, at least.
We
hope.
Some people you gotta, like, be like, okay, you just wait here and I'll come back and get you, But
and then I'll come back and get you. And then we get into
circle back.
We'll circle back. Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. Pass go. Collect $200. We'll see. And then we get into the process of maintaining government services too. That's interesting. Or, like, speaking up about government services or the fair privilege opportunity to have access to government, these kinds of things, government services and things that we all kind of wish we knew or should know. I think you kind of, like, are very big on that too with housing rights and things like that. And I don't know, I feel like that's something that we kind of take on from a personal place. I don't know, you tell me. Where does that come from?
Yeah, I mean, as someone who experienced housing insecurities growing up, that is a core part of my identity and why I fight. But then you see that queer people, before we pass anti-discrimination and housing laws, could be evicted simply because they were queer or trans.
Oh, yeah.
We also, in the Housing 2030 plan under Governor McKee, there is no mention of LGBTQ plus people. So the highest percentage of people in our state who experience homelessness are queer people.
Yeah.
And so when you have a policy saying we're going to solve homelessness, and you have a 10-year plan created, and you don't even think about the largest population of people who are experiencing homelessness who are queer, then you're like, so what are you solving?
Nothing.
If it doesn't include us.
It's a Band-Aid.
Exactly. Yeah. Or having a homeless shelter, the first homeless shelter for queer and trans youth between the ages of 18 and 24. House of Kodak, shout out to them.
Nice.
But
okay, yeah.
You're like, but no one's giving them funding, or you have to fight double hard to make sure that there's a shelter space carved out for people with these identities. And so it's like constantly trying to advocate, be like, hey, we're here, we're in this policy, we're in this policy. Having a definition of minority-owned businesses that also includes LGBT plus people.
Yes.
Because when we think about minorities, or we think about, like, underrepresented population, we think Black, we think brown, we think immigrants. We don't think about queer people. It's like we are not the largest majority, no matter how many.
I know. It feels like we are, but
the way they be talking about us,
like, hello, it feels like we're the largest. We're everywhere.
And I'm like, they're not everywhere because my DMs are empty.
Here we go. We're back at it again. Listen.
Slide in.
Listen.
No, don't. Riff Raff be coming.
No, that's it too.
Yeah.
I think with people like us, we're like very like, ooh, let me like interview you real quick, cause hold on.
Yeah.
You need resumes and personal statements.
No, I need references. I need 3 references. If you try to be a part of my life, I need 3 references. Because the way this dating thing has been going.
Yo, I love those. Like, if you found someone before 2023, count your blessings. Because we're in the trenches. We are in the wild.
No, shout out to the people whose relationship lasted through COVID, through the lockdown.
Ooh. Oh, well, mine didn't. Mine didn't.
No, but like, you're an ace. Keep that going, whoever you are.
A rare breed. Like,
rare breed. Because I got moved with myself during lockdown. Like, I could not imagine being with someone. No. I would have been like, I'm sorry, no. we're gonna no. We'll come back. We'll circle back. Because that lockdown had me frustrated, child. frustrated.
I'm glad I was able to block it out. So I'm like, I never want to go back.
God.
I don't.
Don't say that. Knock on something. Oh God, because they're already talking about it. But I think we can leave it there. I'm really grateful for the wealth of information that I've gotten from you three today. So thank you for that. And I think we're almost at the hour mark. So we can get into our game. Let's do that. Let's get into it.
Oh, right.
Let's get into it. We're gonna do password. We're gonna do password. Yeah, we're gonna do password. Also, feel free to let me know how you guys feel about these kinds of questions and topics as well. In the comments, I'm always watching after. A lot of times people watch on Saturday and they comment, and I have to go back and see what people are talking about because I have no idea. Like say something like, "Oh yeah, Reese's Pieces," and I'm like, "What? Did we say something about Reese's Pieces?" Yeah. Rewind. Let me go back. So I don't know, but I appreciate those, and that's always welcome. So feel free to still interact after the live, and I'll make sure to post it on YouTube and all of the above. Okay, getting into it. We're gonna play password. You guys know the rules of password, right?
No. I've heard it, but I've never played it.
Maybe I do.
Ryan, you're white.
I'm
okay, I probably know the rules. I might know it under a different.
I just needed to say it at least once.
It's fine. It's fine.
I thought it was like number 10.
The light.
No. Ryan said it more than I did.
No. The light is like reflecting off. I'm blinding the audience. Let's be real.
He's like, oh, I don't want to sit too close because I'm translating.
Yeah.
I'm dead. No. Okay. All right. So password. I'm going to give you 3 hints, or actually, some of them are just pure definitions of the word, and you have to figure out what I'm talking about, which is essentially the password.
Oh.
So it's all one word answers, but I'm going to give you 3 clues. Excuse me, to figure out what that one word is, and that word is the password. Okay. So. Got that?
Are we competing?
Yes.
Right.
No, absolutely.
So you say 3 words, but we guess.
I'll give 3 clues,
So
but you have to guess
one
one.
word.
These 3 clues are giving you the hint to what that one word is.
Okay.
Whoever says it first gets the point. There's 7, and I have 1 tiebreaker. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. With 3 people
Got
and 7
my gloves
questions, I
out.
don't know. We'll see who's the competitive one. We'll see. But I really like doing this. This is fun. All right. So the first word, the first password. Here are the clues. Magistrate. Oh, feel free to answer in the comments too, because they're far enough where they can't cheat. Magistrate is the first clue.
Okay. Judge.
Oh, damn! Yes.
Oh, I forgot.
That goes to Tiara. No, you can whenever you get it. Whenever you get it.
I was like,
No, whenever you get it.
If we get it wrong, do we have to like?
If you get it wrong, I'm just gonna keep saying the clues.
Oh, okay. But we can keep guessing.
Yeah, you can keep guessing.
Okay. Because I was gonna say judge, but then I was like, I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I am shameless. I would get it wrong.
So I had a clue in there that was kind of to throw you off. So the
Okay.
definition of judge, like judging someone,
Yeah.
the other clue was forming an opinion.
Okay.
And then the last one would be Your Honor.
Okay.
So the clues the clues point to the word a little bit more each time. Okay. All right. So here we go. The second password. Here are the clues. Supposed. Oh, these are all legal / political words, by the way. Supposed is the first clue.
Accused.
What'd you say?
Alleged.
Oh yes!
Oh,
Yes! Oh my God, Tiara! Damn! Okay, you're good. All right, so the second clue would have been so-called, and the last claim. I mean, the last one would have been claims.
Okay. In our defense,
Yes.
she's literally a senator.
This is true.
Hangs out in the state
She
house.
writes these things in proposals for
But
what?
guess how many times I've been to the state house?
How many?
Once. I've been once.
No, Ryan.
So
Once.
you guys.
I have been inside once. That was one.
So you guys caught that the word.
gotta go.
The password for that one was alleged. Alleged. I learned that word from Wendy Williams.
Listen, she said that.
Allegedly. She said a lot. She said a lot.
Allegedly.
All right, here we go. The third password. Here are the clues.
Okay. I gotta get one.
This one's really easy. Corrupt.
Politicians. No.
Do you want a name?
No, please don't do that. We're not doing names today, Ryan. I told you we're not doing names today. No. Okay, so corrupt is the first clue. I think you guys need another clue for this one. Incentive.
Bride.
Yes, damn, all of you got that one. Okay, word. So the password was bride. Yeah. So okay. So far, Tiara's in the lead. I'll give all of you the point for that one.
Okay.
All right. The fourth word. Here we go. The fourth password. Here are the clues. Secret. The first clue is secret.
Ooh.
The second clue for this password, stealthy.
Oh.
The
Covert.
Yes! What the fuck? Oh my god,
yeah! It's because you've been watching like the military news.
Damn! Okay.
So like covert operation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one.
No, I just really love games.
No, me too. No. So the last clue was gonna be ops. I'm sure you would have gotten it from that. Covert ops. Yeah, you would have gotten it from that. So
yeah, no, I would not have gotten it.
Damn, Tiara. Damn. Okay. All right. Number 4. Tiara's in the lead right now.
Okay, let me.
Tiara's beating y'all 3-1.
Cover her mouth.
3-1. 3-1. Like, oh my god. All right, here we go.
All right.
This one. To show.
Display. Present.
Demonstrate.
Present.
To show.
Evidence.
Reveal.
Give evidence.
Expose.
Expose.
Jeez.
Close.
Exposure.
Close.
Expose.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay.
My brain was not going there. It was like, it wasn't. Okay, no.
Tiara, you're so lame. My voice got a whole octave higher. This is insane. You need to come to my trivia night. Because what the hell?
Yes.
What the hell?
I'm so bad at trivia.
You guys. What's happening?
I didn't play.
What's happening? You're being deleted. Okay.
See, this is why we are not called. This is why.
Hello. This is why we're advocating.
This is why we're advocating.
Yeah.
To bring you over for game night so that I can beat you.
No,
okay?
honestly.
We play cooperative games.
That's right.
I need this energy for all of the games. Okay, all right. So we're on. So expose was the password. We're on number 6. At this point, Tiara's kicking
we're just like,
that's
sit here.
That's it. You just have to sit here and take it. That's
it.
it.
How long does it take for this? Take it. Yes.
Oh, we're timing her.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh shit.
The 6th word, the second to last word, password. Here are the clues. Breach.
Confidence. Breach.
The first clue is breach.
Expose.
Expose. The second clue is violation.
Watergate.
Watergate.
See, this is how my brain works.
What was it? Deflategate.
Indicted.
No, close. It starts with an I.
Investigate.
So breach, violation.
Infiltrate.
Do you want the last clue?
Yeah.
It is disregarding an agreement.
Indignation?
No.
Invalidate?
No. Close.
No. And to invalidate.
So breach is the first clue.
Breach.
Violation.
When you
and disregard of an agreement is the last clue.
When you're in violation of
and that's the actual definition of the word.
With an I?
Disregard of an agreement.
Ignore.
No.
Ignorant. He ignorant.
Nope. Do you want me to give it to you?
I know what it is. Like
in violation of an agreement.
Breach.
To breach the terms of an agreement.
Invalidate? That's the only thing I can think of. Is
that's another synonym for it.
Invalidate. Okay.
You want it? I haven't seen anyone in the comments say it.
No, invalid. So it starts with an I.
Starts with an I.
Does have Latin
breach.
Breach. No. Right. This is not a spell.
It sounds so.
Can you say it in a sentence?
So it sounds actually this word, the password actually sounds almost like a fabric, a style of fabric.
That does not help me. I don't know what fabrics are.
Breach, disregard of an agreement, violation.
You're not in cooperation. You're like the opposite of cooperation. Yeah. What is that?
You want me to get it to you? I can get it to you.
Insolent.
Nope. No.
That sounds like a drug.
Okay, so it's infringement.
Oh,
infringement.
Copyright infringement. That's what I was like. It sounds like a fringe. Yeah. Nobody got that. Hi, Daniel. Thanks for watching. No, yeah, that one was a hard one. That was curveball. Okay, all right. Here we go. Last password. Here are the clues. General character estimation.
Summation.
Assumption.
General character estimation.
Stereotypes.
Assumptions.
Profile.
Oh, a legal word though.
Influence is the second clue.
Influence. Argue.
Wait, what was the first one?
Persuade.
Character general character estimation.
Assessment.
The last clue, you want it? So it was a general character estimation.
Mm-hmm.
There's influence. The last clue is self-representation.
Persona.
Close.
Personality.
In person. Will you do your represent yourself? No, not that
Is
one.
this like some Latin
A
thing?
general.
I feel like
So it's a general
To
character
characterize.
estimation.
Oh no.
Yes, but
Impersonate?
something
Personate.
that is also your influence. Again, your influence, your general character estimation,
Oh.
and
Like your
self-representation.
closing argument or like.
Charisma.
It's political. Oh my god!
What is
characterize?
this? Your
Not
defense?
characterize.
Like,
Not a character
Nope.
witness.
Nope.
To.
Oh fuck!
All right, I'm gonna give it to you.
Reputation.
Reputation.
Oh.
Reputation.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, your
General
reputation.
character estimation
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
people will assume in the court
Your reputation.
based off of your reputation,
Yeah.
your influence. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Tiara, you won.
I
Yeah,
started
so
off strong.
No.
You started off
No,
strong.
listen. You started off strong. You stayed
got,
strong.
What, 5
Yeah.
out of
Because
5 out of
literally-
7?
Yeah, you got
And
one.
we got, what, 1?
2, 3,
And
4,
we all
5.
got that one?
You got 5 out of 7. Yeah. You got 5 out of 7. That's insane.
Well,
To me, trivia is the reason to drink.
Well,
So-
isn't it all? I mean, isn't life a reason to drink? Goodness gracious.
well.
At this point,
We are not promoting
Oh,
alcoholism here.
No, not this time.
No, drugs are great. Use them.
Just look at- I use one every day.
Thank you, Tiara. Thank
My
you so
doctor
much.
tells me to use one every day.
One joint a day will keep the doctors away. That's my general estimation. General character estimation.
Just
Your
one.
reputation.
That's my reputation, actually.
reputation.
Actually, people always are like, "Where's your box?"
Where's your box?
Your cute little box from.
Yes, you see, you know my box. It's right there. It's
I
right there.
love the box.
Everyone knows the box. There's been pictures of people out and about at clubs, and like you see my box in the background.
That's hilarious.
Literally, it's ridiculous because I leave it everywhere, and I'm like, oh, there's my box on a
It's
picnic
more
table.
famous than you.
Literally, like at the
Victoria.
table, those picnic tables in the back. I've seen many pictures with my weed box in the back,
Yeah,
just chilling
so
on the
funny.
table.
Oh, I love that for her.
I'm like, oh,
An icon.
she's a living legend.
So
No.
good, yeah.
My God, this thing's huge.
Yeah, well, that's
This whole thing.
But no, the-
Oh, the little thing.
That.
I thought you were talking about
This one's gonna pick up the whole audience over here. Goodness gracious. Oh, you really carry that around?
Like, how much weed do you need?
This is why I'm so strong. I pick things up and I put them down.
Yes, we gotta put it down.
Oh, the 10. That was a terrible accident. I'm so sorry that you had to hear that. But we're gonna end this here. We're gonna be back here Friday night, I promise. Before we do that, obviously, I want to make sure that everyone is heard. Give you guys a minute, 30 seconds to kind of promote anything you want to promote, anything you might have coming up, anything you want to leave with the viewers, a life saying, something that helped you along your journey, whatever you'd like. So let's start this way now.
Oh, you're starting with me. Don't
Yeah.
start with me.
No, it's too late. It's too late. We're sorry. It's too late. I did it.
Okay, I would say, first off, shout out to Youth Pride Inc. They have been doing fantastic work. If you aren't already tapped into what they're doing, check out what they're doing. They just sent me something in the mail. It was very sweet. They listed out kind of like all the things. You got that. You got it too.
So I just tagged
Yeah.
them. I just tagged Youth Pride in the comments.
Yeah, Youth Pride's great. Second thing, the Rhode Island Queer Pack is doing civic education. So we're trying to get civic education like incorporated in what we're doing in the community.
Love that.
Haven't fully built it out yet, but we're gonna be doing it within like sometime early next year, hopefully.
Okay.
So
Nice. Right after the McDonald's free fries ends.
yeah, I know.
God.
We'll bring all of the fries.
All of the fries.
Just bring them and spread them out on the table.
Yes.
All of the fries. They'll be
Wait, is that what
stale.
we're going after? Is that the after party?
No.
They're stale.
No.
Stale.
I think
Oh,
Are
God.
we 16?
Ugh.
No.
No,
Don't
thank
yuck
you.
my yum.
Listen.
Don't yuck my yum. I love that. I used to say that about my dating habits. Okay, but we're gonna go to you. Let's see. What do you want to leave with our viewers today?
I would say, join the RI Queer Pack. We're cool. If you love talking to your neighbors, come hang out with us and help us talk to folks all across Rhode Island. I will say keep an eye out for a bunch of housing stuff that is coming out. There is rent stabilization. There is the renter registry. There is the...
Oh, what's that?
The renter registry.
Yeah.
It passed at the state level, right? Didn't it?
The rental registry did pass the state level.
And passed the state level, and then there's the effort that's starting to jump off at the Providence at the city level. So if you can get tapped into that, please look out for the Queer Pack. We're going to be posting a lot of stuff around that stuff.
Okay. One of you tag the Queer Pack in the comments so people know where to find you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just and keep your ear out. And be safe because it's some dangerous times right now. So just look out for each other.
Hello, 100%. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Tiara.
There's a lot of legislative sessions coming up. If you're not on my email list, join my email list. Website is tiaramackdistrict6.com or Instagram at mackdistrict6. You can sign up for my email list. My legislative priorities will be coming out. All things housing, still going to be focusing on tenant rights. If you are a renter who has ever faced eviction, starting on January 1st, 2024, you can start sealing those evictions.
Oh, that is so good! Yes. Oh my god!
Yes. So January 1st, we will be having some Know Your Rights trainings, and we'll be teaching people how to seal their eviction records through the court process.
That is so amazing.
I know, right?
What? Come on,
Tiara. I only cried about it 17 times because it is a really transformative piece of legislation. But if you want to get involved, the quickest way to do that is to follow elected officials, my Instagram page, my Twitter page, if it's still called that, Facebook, and my
I dead name Twitter every day.
Your ex.
I dead name Twitter every day.
I still have
continue to call it Twitter.
It
changed forcibly on my phone.
I didn't even know it
I was
changed.
I'm not updating.
There was an X, and I was like, wow, where the hell is an X?
I thought I downloaded porn.
Right. I was like, what is this?
When did I do this? How drunk was I? Because what happened?
Damn, it's not that
I know. I was like, I downloaded the whole app. Wow.
Twitter after dark.
God, it's like the Sahara up in here, just downloading porn apps. Oh my god, no. Oh, it's just Twitter. Okay, cool.
You're like, but there is some porn on Twitter.
I mean, we all know what it is, to be honest. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Get it
that's why we all know what Twitter and Snapchat is, because
yes.
But with that, we got a lot to talk about after the show. We got a lot to talk about that. I mean, we're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk. We're actually getting the church fan warmed up so we can go get some McDonald's fries. It's Friday. Yes. No, listen, I always wanted to be in the back, talking shit in the back about sister so and so and evangelist so and so, and hoping they didn't hear me. Yeah. That was me.
Oh my god.
That was me. And then making sure all my friends that I wanted to sit with when we got in church came to the back with me in the van. I'm like, no, here, so we can sit together.
Yeah, we gotta be the first at the van, because if the sister get in first, she gonna be, and it's like you gotta get back there.
And then if we sit in the front row, we gotta help sister so and so who's handicapped get in and out the van. If we're in the back, we gotta wait for Ariana to get out. We don't gotta help.
Don't worry about none of that.
I'm sorry, Pastor, if you're watching. But with that, I'm gonna be back here Friday. Like I always like to say, make sure to be good to yourselves. It starts from the inside, and then everything on the outward will begin to reveal itself. So make sure you're being good to yourselves. I can't say it enough. I'm gonna play us off because I'm gonna fill us up on our wine, and we're gonna enjoy the rest of our Friday. Make sure you follow these amazing folks. Make sure you follow these amazing folks. The Queer Pack. We have Ryan Youth. We have Mac District 6. And keep up with us. Until next Friday, God willing, I'll be back with a host of new faces here. And thank you so much for watching, for keeping up. And with that, we're out. Let's do this. Let's go refill our glasses. Cheers to you guys. Happy Friday, TGIF. All right, let's do this.
I just tagged Rhode Island Queer Pack in the chat.